All right, guys, I've gotten this email, I don't know, 3 times a week for 14 years. Michael, I'm going to move to Costa Rica. I want to live in Costa Rica, but how do I get my stuff down there once I live there? Do I get a P.O. box? How do I order stuff? Can I order from Amazon and get my new iPhone down here? How do I get stuff down there, Michael? Yes, it is a problem. And we're going to go over it with Pablo in a minute. You might recognize Pablo, and I'm going to tell you why in a second. Did you mention relocation? Yes, you did. You did mention relocation. Guess what, guys? If Costa Rica is on your radar and you're thinking about possibly living in Costa Rica, but you're not quite sure, relocation retreat is coming soon. It's about a week long, and I can promise you at the end, you will know if Costa Rica is right for you or it's honey, we're going to Belize. So all that information is going to be in a link in the description if you're interested in the relocation retreat coming up. Are you going to be in the next one? All right. All right, here we go, guys. You don't know Pablo? You haven't seen his video? We've talked to him a bunch of times. He's the import-export. He's the one that brings your household goods and your cars if you want and your motorcycles down to Costa Rica. And if you decide you don't like Costa Rica, he'll ship them back for you too.
I can do that too.
Yes, yeah. but he started a kind of a new business, and it's very interesting because this is a problem. We're going to tell you why it's a problem.
Yep.
Because there's a lot of reasons it's a problem. All right, so here's the thing. You live in Costa Rica, and maybe you love to order things from Amazon or Alibaba or get things from China. How do you get them here? Now, the first couple things, real quick, is a lot of people will, join a Facebook group, that does this. Hey, I'm going to go back to the United States, ship your thing to my house. I'll bring it back for you. Possibility. I don't personally do Facebook, but that's a possibility. Maybe you go back to the States enough that you can, pick up things, bring them back. There's all that. But a lot of times you just want stuff when you want stuff. So yeah, we're going to get on. Okay, Pablo, let's first go what the service you're going to provide and do some of those questions and answers and why kind of it's an issue and what the problem is and all those nuances.
All right. To answer that, I do think there is a need for a good service that should be designed for the gringo, for the American who wants to live in Costa Rica, and they need stuff. It could be parts. I don't know, a bumper looks big.
I'm telling you, a lot of times it's car parts.
Yeah, car parts.
About 2 big headlights. Yeah, 2 big headlights in this bag and stuff.
So there's many things. There are many things that you still gonna need from the States. Oftentimes you can go online and you're used to Amazon or you're used to eBay or any other website. You just type in and then you put an address. The first issue that I normally see is people ship that directly to Costa Rica. The eBay or Amazon decided what shipping company they want to do that. And you end up stuck in customs. You didn't know about it. Then you end up hit with a lot of different hiding fees and then huge import taxes and just you didn't know about it.
Yeah, let me stop you real quick because I have a lot of personal experience here. So when we first got here, we were lucky enough to get one of those P.O. box. We have a P.O. box.
Yeah.
Now, the thing is, guys, you're not going to get many letters, all right? Everything's gone digital, and you should go digital, too, if you're coming down here. Get your bank to send digital. They're not going to get any mail anymore, really. But we had a P.O. box, and people would send us packages. Well, it used to be easier here. It would come to the post office. The package would get here. It doesn't get here anymore. It stops in San Jose. Mm-hmm. And the problem is, if I only ordered 2 books, I don't fucking want to go to San Jose to pick up 2 books and pay taxes and go to the place and all that just to pick up something. Because, again, 17 years ago, the package would get here. Yeah. 9 times out of 10. It would take forever. And then my other story is, okay, guys, this was a long time ago. Don't laugh at this. I was either sending a package or going to receive a package from my mom, and we decided we're going to overnight it. Okay, that does not exist. I paid like $20-$30. Yeah, we'll get that in 2 days or tomorrow.
Yeah.
No, DHL is not coming to your door in Costa Rica, or at least I don't think.
They do, but it's could
Not
be very
here.
expensive. No,
Oh man, come on, we don't see them.
no, you never see
We
because
see them 2 months later, maybe.
by the time you get a quote for them to send one small minivan with the you get here, it's gonna be $400 just for the local delivery. So it's too expensive for a small package.
And then
It doesn't make sense.
And then you have the tracking number, and you're like, okay, I did that like a week and a half ago, and you do the tracking, and everything's always just stuck here somewhere.
Yeah.
All right, I'm sorry. Go
Yeah.
ahead. So this has been an ongoing problem. So
It is.
that,
It is an issue.
Pablo's going to try to help fix for you.
Okay. So this is what we're doing. You need to buy anything online. We can help you get that to Costa Rica. That's the simple way to describe it. We have a warehouse in Miami, Florida, where you direct your packages. Every week, we have a flight that comes from Miami to Costa Rica. And when it gets to Costa Rica, we do customs. And this is what we do all day for our normal shipments. We import a container or we import a car and a boat. We do it all day long. But the difference here is it's being just a small package. We needed to have a different infrastructure to make it efficient for the customer and to be worth it for our business. So we are automating the process where you can get a quote. Basically, you go to our website, you fill out a little form, you select what type of product you have, because the issue in Costa Rica is that every product has a different import tax. Like video games, 47%.
That's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. An iPhone. Yeah, I brought this as this is an example. It's just an empty box of an iPhone, but 13%. So it's not as high. A lot of people say, "Oh no, it's too expensive." It's only 13%. It's just like the IVA.
Actually, that's not too bad.
It's not too bad. So when you actually buy this online in the US and get it here, you end up saving money on this particular item. So it just depends on
because this item is so expensive here to actually.
I mean, here is like almost $2,000 or
right.
Expensive. But by doing it this way, there is a list of items that are going to be worth it because this particular item do not pay a high import tax rate. There are some other items that do pay a high import tax rate, but you're going to do it anyway because you need it or want it or it's not available in Costa Rica, or it's a car part and it's not here and you really need to fix your car. But this at least is going to give you an opportunity to know in advance how much is this going to cost you, which I think this is what most of the other service providers are lacking off. They're not really transparent about it.
So other people do this.
Oh yeah, they're like we have about probably 10 other companies that do the same.
This is the time we should have just lied. You're the only one that does this.
No.
It's just you and your company. It's brand new.
No. This is a service that it's out there. I mean, they're like Autopost is one of the most popular. Get it here, Jerry. It's very popular within the expat groups. We're just trying to launch a different service. Trying to be very transparent with the process so you know how much it's going to cost you before you even start. Because one of the most common issues, and I get calls for these issues all the time. Hey, Paolo, I got a package and I hear you are the import and export guy. Yes, you have a package. What do you have? And the people end up explaining me, okay, I got my vitamins or my supplements or my medicines. And then I end up telling them, well, you need a health department permit and you need a doctor's the dictamen or prescription. By the time you talk to your doctor, by the time you get the health department, it's going to be another $100. And you thought you were going to save money, and then you have to hire a customs broker, which is just for one package is going to be expensive. It's not designed for you to hire somebody, a broker, just outside of it. So I noticed this. I've been getting every week 1 or 2 customers sending me an email or calling me or texting me in Facebook, and I thought maybe I can mainstream this process, automate it as much as possible, and bring on board somebody that can help me do support and tracking for our customers in English for you guys.
So I order these items, an iPad, an iPhone off of eBay or Amazon. It's going to go to a place they already know in Miami.
Yep.
Okay, and so it comes every week from Miami to Costa Rica. Now, what about my import taxes that I'm going to have to spend money on? So who's doing that?
Okay, we are going to estimate before you even buy your iPhone or iPad or whatever. we're gonna tell you up front, estimate what are the import taxes for those items. That's gonna be set on our website. There's a little form. You fill out the form, so you know in advance. You get a PDF with this is the import rate. This is how much it's gonna cost you to get it here, and then you can do your math. We'll take care of it.
So are import taxes usually based on how expensive something is, or maybe the weight of something, or how big it is?
The cost, I would say the cost of the entire service is divided in two. One is the freight, which is always the freight is one thing. And this could fluctuate depending on the year, high season, low season. Right now, it's for us 12.5 per pound, but it could be more or less depending on the season. So that's, and this is not even a pound. This is
right.
So it's only 12.5 to get this from Miami to here.
Yeah, but so it's a $2,000 item here.
But the import taxes is going to be based on this, on the value of this. So first, the category is a cell phone, iPhone, or a smartphone. And that category is 13, I believe it's 13.5 as well, 13.5. So if it costs you $1,000, the import taxes are going to be $130, plus the cost to get it here, plus the whatever location we are in, because we're able to deliver into different locations in Costa Rica. With that additional last mile, last part of delivery, it's only $20, almost to any country. I mean, to any location within Costa Rica.
Now, what about something, this really did happen. We just ended up, the person ended up carrying it on the plane. 2 big headlights and shock absorbers.
All right.
For, because again, car parts, or maybe the car's not even down here to get the parts for, so they need to order them from the States or whatever. How about something that's maybe a little bigger? I don't know how. Okay, so how would 2 big headlights and something? Is that through how big it is, or is it because the headlights were
it's weight?
100. Okay,
it's a per weight. The cost is a per weight. Like I said, right now it's a 12.5 per pound. So if it's something too heavy, if you want to bring, I don't know, bricks, I would just say it's going to be too expensive. Or books, it just depends.
Books I would think would be less expensive.
Import taxes is less, but the weight of a box of books could go up.
Oh, true.
The weight is what. So the formula for this is what is the weight? Okay, the weight is just freight. Import taxes are based on what is this? Books, you don't pay much import taxes on books. It's like 1%, 1 point something percent. So it's literally no import taxes on books. It's very little. But the weight could be depending on how many books. If it's a lot of books, and maybe 1 book is not a big deal.
Now, I know most people are, when they want their packages, they just ordered a couple things. But what if somebody goes, man, I don't really want to do the container thing. That seems awful expensive. I got a TV. I got some tech stuff. There's some books I like. Is that going to be cost effective to do it that way? Or is a fine line between, you might just want to do the container, the ship, or air freight, or is it a fine line, or is it a...
No, it comes... There's a point where you may want to explore consolidation in ocean cargo. So you may want to do the estimate, but it comes a line, I will say, after 1 cubic meter, which is, I don't know, like this table, I don't know, like a pallet. If it's that, you may want to check what would be LCL or ocean freight. We can do that too, but it will be a different process where we ask you to book a consultation call, and we sit down and walk you through the process, and we do that for 1 pallet all the way up to as many containers you want.
Okay, so the price of my items, these are priced. We put in the import taxes. I paid all this in advance.
Not necessarily. When it gets here, we're gonna weigh it out to confirm the weight, and then we want to bill you, and then we pay. We make the final delivery.
Now, how's it get here? Like, for instance, here, I need, I want my stuff here in Fortuna.
So first thing is going to get to the airport, Juan Santa Maria. Then we move into a cargo terminal right next to Juan Santa Maria. We file customs. Then it's ready to be delivered. That's where we send the final invoice. This was the final weight. And this is, this product final cost value. Because I bet you people is going to say, yeah, this iPhone it was $10. Yes, I bought it for $10. And they're just going to try. they're gonna try that, but it's not gonna work because the customs is gonna go into like the serial number of this. They're gonna track it and they're gonna pull the value, the market value for this. So it's
They've
not gonna
gotten a
work.
lot smarter with that stuff.
Oh yeah, and then the package is gonna be on hold forever, and you still saving money if you do it right. The thing is,
Yeah, but wait. I'm not understanding. But I thought you were doing it. I order these items. I thought you were just going, Michael. Those items you pick them up sometime when we tell you in Fortuna for $500.
Yeah, we do everything, but we use information that the customer gave us. So if we made an estimate, an estimate on a product, and you say to us this product is worth $100,
which
or $1,000, we're gonna use that to make an estimate. When it goes to customs is gonna verify what type of item this is, and make sure the value makes sense. If it's off for 10%, it's not gonna be a big deal. But once you're like really trying to be smart about it and just come up with a,
But I'm assuming most people, when they're doing that route, this packagey stuff, I'm assuming it's new stuff.
It has to be.
They order stuff, it's new, or coming in a box of, like this.
Yep.
And the price is the price.
Yeah, and that's how customs works. It works.
So how does it get here?
And once we pay the import taxes, so we do everything for you, but I'm just telling you how the formula works in behind the scenes. Once we sent you the invoice, and this was the import taxes, this was the cost based on the weight, and then we coordinate the delivery through around Costa Rica different partners. One is the postal service office, and then we also use local courier services, encomiendas, they call it in Costa Rica, and then we coordinate with you this delivery. Doing it this way,
Encomienda is basically buses.
Right. They're trucks too. The buses is one. There are other companies, mid-sized companies or smaller companies, that they go once a week to each location that they offer that. So depending on your location, we make the final delivery, and that's an additional, usually a couple of days, 2-3 days more after we place this into our partner network.
Now, how cost effective is all this? I'm assuming, this sounds more like this is a convenience service that I'm assuming that you're going to pay. I mean, right? You're going to pay. You can't do it for free. There's a lot of people touching these products. They're going a lot of different, a lot of hands touching it, and you got to make a couple bucks.
Yep.
So I'm assuming this is more of a convenience, because I can just see people going, oh, that's just so expensive. Well, then do it yourself. Go ahead, roll the dice and take your car and drive up to San Jose to pick up your 3 books.
Yeah. No, this service, the final delivery, it's around $20 to whatever. It could be Puerto Viejo de Limón, or it could be Tamarindo, or it could be whatever. We are going to coordinate the final delivery to one of these locations. It's not going to go to your door, because as you know, if you live in Costa Rica, let's say you are somewhere in San Ramon, and then you live somewhere in a hill, and then you needed a 4x4 to get there. That's going to be very expensive.
People don't understand that. They've lived in they're from the States. We order stuff, it comes to our door. They don't really have that. They don't even understand that we don't have addresses really here. They'll be like, what's your address, Mike?
But how this is going to work is to make it cost effective. We were going to make a delivery to usually any city, any small town like Fortuna, like San Ramon, like almost any small town in Costa Rica is going to have an office for the Costa Rican Post Office. Almost like they have I don't know how many locations. How many locations, Andres?
A lot of locations. For us,
There are many locations around the country. So most people within 20 minutes drive time should be able to get to one of these offices and pick up their package.
Guys, the reason I'm doing this is because I do get this email a lot, always have. How do we get our stuff to Costa Rica? And the other thing is, I wanted to put a face on this for you. Pablo does good work in the container business. So he's backing, this is his reputation, my reputation. I'm saying, hey, you want to get your package down here? Talk to Pablo. But it is, I don't know if it's going to be super Oh my gosh, Michael, that's so cheap. I don't think it's not going to be that. It is a convenience thing for the most part.
So people, even if it costs money to get them here, it takes a week and a half to get it to your door. Even with all that, people will still save
Well,
some money.
let's quickly do it. Okay, so these two items, this and this would be $2,000 here,
Yeah, at least.
and this
And
would
this
be
is, I do believe this is about $700, kind of like a fancy, professional, like whatever, Apple
or the
fancy.
iPad. We can use any of these.
This is like $1,100, like the
So these are way more
1,000.
here.
Yeah.
So
This is
now let's go ahead and do it.
like
So
like
go buy it here and spend.
I'll do this because I don't remember the percentages on every item, but I do this because we were doing a little digging on the iPhone in our way here. An iPhone like this, which is like the Pro, whatever, it's in San Jose, $2,200,
Más o menos.
más o menos. In the US, you guys could go to apple.com and write in the comments if I'm wrong, but it's gonna be 1,500. Kind of like, this is the fancy one. This is the expensive one.
Yeah,
It starts probably at about $1,000 all the way up to 1,500. But I think
that's about right. I believe that's right.
About $1,100. So, but let's say this is worth $1,100. The import tax for an iPhone or for a smartphone, it's 13%. 13 for, don't kill me if I'm wrong, but it's 13.5%.
Okay, so up to about $130.
$130. Worst case scenario, $150. So you're still going to be saving money.
I know, but that's still not the total price. Is it?
But then how much to get it to Costa Rica?
Yeah, no, through you.
Yeah, to get it to Costa Rica, an additional $12.5. And then on top of that, the final delivery to your location, which is another $20. So it's going to be a worst case scenario, $250. You're still going to be saving another $300 on this thing.
Well, more, I think.
It just depends on the model and all that. But
again, that's expensive here.
This is an expensive item. Now, if you're doing this for a cheap plastic China make thing, don't do it. I mean, you can go to Pequeño Mundo and get the cheap stuff anywhere. But some of these electronics, especially the brands, this is another good example. I don't have the percentage for these goggles. I mean, for sunglasses. But Oakley, kind of like the fancy.
Yeah.
How much is it worth in San Jose? You know yours?
These are Oakleys.
Yeah, but this is like $300 to buy one here.
Yeah.
In San Jose.
Expensive.
You buy it in Miami, in the States, 80 to 100.
Yeah, I mean, it depends. There's all kinds of.
Yeah, but worst case scenario, 150. You get it here for like $15, $20 plus the final delivery plus an import tax. But even if it's 20%, you'll be saving $50 on this. So it's like I said, every item has a different percentage, and you have to do the math individually.
And it's not your percentage, right? No. It's their percentage.
Yeah.
It's not like Pablo going, yeah, I'm gonna make these about 75.
No, I can't. It's a database. What we have done is we created a form where you pick the item, then you type the cost, and then you put the weight. So 1 pound is the minimum. So 1 pound, $100. And the next thing you're gonna get is a PDF email with the import tax, the freight, and everything that's gonna cost you to get to Costa Rica, with the additional $20 for delivery, whatever location you are in. And these prices may change in the future. They fluctuate sometimes the season. There are many other recommendations about this service. One of the most important things is when you buy something online, make sure you pay for the premium service, do not use the cheap. I mean, Amazon say free delivery, and then you want to use the free delivery. Don't use that because that doesn't offer any tracking. So you'd rather pay an additional $10 or $20, and you have tracking. You are able to see that your package arrived, because the U.S. Post Service, when it gets in high season, especially in the holidays, November, December, they just throw packages. Like, they just deliver the truck to the warehouse in Florida, open the gate, and just throw packages, and nobody has accountability of what package was delivered. But if you pay for the additional $10-$20 for the good service there is, then they give you a tracking number, and each package gets a little label with the barcode and gets tracked. So we are able to track it for you. So that's a good thing. Good practice.
What's the time frame on most things that you order? Is it because that can be
rough under the normal circumstances? I'll say it's about a week and a half. For holidays in November, December, the system get super like
anywhere,
busy. So lots of people buy things in November for Black Friday, trying to get the discount, and this happens every year. I seen it. My friends, my family, people want to buy things in the U.S. Get the Black Friday prices. They get here in January. Like, do not expect those gifts for Christmas, because they're not gonna get here. They're gonna get stuck with a bunch of other thousands of packages because the system gets jammed.
Guys, this is just another option, man. There's lots of options out there, but sometimes things come up where you want something and you want it relatively soon, or whatever it is. Maybe it is that bumper for your car. I don't know, but again, another option. I think Pablo's going to be a good option. We got to meet Andres. He's going to be part of this. Bring Andres in here. This is Pablo's brother. He's going to be kind of running the show.
Hello, everyone. Nice, pleased to meet you all. Thank you for having me here. I'm going to be the one supporting you all through all this process. We want you, as Paulo was saying, this service to be a very transparent service. But most of all, we want to keep this simple for you. We want to get your stuff at your location as fast as possible with follow-ups and letting you know where your stuff is step by step.
Oh my gosh! Well, why were we talking to you?
I don't know.
Why are you even here, Pablo? We could have had Andres doing this.
I don't know.
All right, guys, that's another option. If this is something you might want to use in the future, you never know when it's going to come up. Email me. I'll get you a hold of Andreas. Yeah, Andreas. So, thank you, Pablo. Thank you, Andreas. Guys, I'm Michael Allen, travelcostarica.com. Peace, guys. Hope it helps. Things are going to pop up. If you're thinking about living or traveling anywhere, always do your homework and research. And if it's Costa Rica, I'm going to put my videos up against anybody. Ciao.